Hey, how's it going, everybody? Well, welcome back. As you can tell, we're doing a little bit different content than we usually do. It's Sunday, so we thought we'd just put on our Sunday best, show something a little different. And as you can see, the missus is here with the pup. You all have seen them before. They're not strangers, but we were talking about doing some content about, well, kind of like our lifestyle and also history, local history. Since we live in LA County, there's tons of history to go around about LA County. Now, I know I've said this in plenty of past videos that I wanted to do a branch off from just kerosene lanterns and lighting in general, and talk a little bit more about the fashion of the era and kind of where it all stems from and all the other histories that make this area very interesting. I mean, Los Angeles, it's there's not an end of history pertaining to that city, and it's fascinating. It's always a topic of many books and films and all that. So we got plenty of material to go on, and thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to maybe dress up in the era that we like and talk about the history that pertains to it? Also, take a drive in the old car and kind of do it in a different style. There's plenty of YouTubers that do content at cemeteries and historic places throughout Los Angeles and Hollywood. But I think
they ain't dressing up for it.
This is true. They don't go the extra mile, and that's fine. We're not going to disparage against anyone, but I thought there might be a niche that is being overlooked. So we thought, well, let's try it. See what happens, So if you like the content on my channel, then by all means, I'll leave a link in the description for our new channel, which will be a companion channel to this one. So the lanterns aren't going away. Still be doing that, of course, but the missus and the dog will be part of the next channel, the companion channel, and it will be called Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which is in reference, of course, to a favorite film with Carol Lombard and Robert Montgomery from 1941. So we're going to talk about films. We're going to talk about history, locations, fashion, some true crime, all that stuff. So we're going to try and go to certain locations and film a little bit if possible, and we'll try that out. So I hope that you check out the new channel. We'll be uploading, hopefully. It's going to be a kind of a slow start. We got to kind of map out and see what we want to do first, but this will be the first video here on this channel to introduce the new channel. So we're going to discuss and figure out what would be a good first video for the new channel, and then we'll go from there. So.
And I'll put my Instagram profile link in the bottom of this.
Yeah, she has an Instagram, so we'll also be posting on Instagram. So you can follow there as well, and also YouTube. So it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great. So while we're here, might as well talk a little bit about what we're wearing. This is not just costume stuff. This is genuine article. This is the real deal. We've been collecting vintage for many years. I started back in the early to mid 1990s. Here in Los Angeles, it was very plentiful to get antique vintage clothing, so I've been at it for, it's hard to find stuff in my size. I'm about 6'3", and but I've been very fortunate. So this is a genuine 40s herringbone wool suit, double-breasted, and a woven tie. And this hat is a stack and was sold, I think, in Visalia. It's a nice beaver fur felt, light gray. And the missus here is wearing a beautiful ensemble. Why don't you talk about it?
Well, I've been collecting vintage since probably I would say the mid-2000s, and I'm from Arizona, so thrift shops there were really good, and so is the vintage stores. And so this suit I got from an online seller, and it's very reminiscent of His Girl Friday, Rosalind Russell, who's my favorite film star. It kind of reminds me of a suit she would have worn behind. And my hat also came from online, which is a nice blush felt early 40s ladies fedora with a felted feather. I like colors and contrast, so I decided that I always try to find gloves or shoes or purses or to go with outfits that I already have. And I always try to look like, Ross and Russell or Joan Crawford when I walk out the door. So
I think you hit the mark too.
yeah.
Yeah, she does it pretty well.
Thank you.
And then this little thing.
She does have a vintage harness that has studs in it, and it's probably from the 40s, but it's kind of delicate. So I bought this harness for Abigail on a website called Molly and Stitch, and it's leather with rivets or studs dog harness. It's very iconic to that time period, the late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
And she's also wearing a dog sweater that's looks very vintage. It's very cute. I got it on Amazon, believe it or not. But I can also link those two websites in the description in case there's dog lovers that like vintage and want to share their vintage with their beloved pups. So, but yeah, Abigail is very vintage. I think she's more vintage than we are.
Well, she's definitely older than us in dog years, but
she hates antique stores.
She does. We take her through some antique stores while on vacation, and we end up dragging her on the floor or carrying her. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. She's not impressed by antique stores, so yeah, I think she just tolerates our passions and our collections. Or that maybe the antique stores just smell like home and she wants to smell something new, which could be true because antique stores do smell like our apartment because our apartment's got full of stuff. So it's just, yeah, she's not impressed. And if anyone else out there has a Boston, you know how particular they are. They are very particular, very stubborn, and they have their own minds. They are terriers, so that's kind of the nature of the beast. But anyways, look at that face. You can't be mad at that face.
But we are really excited about having this little vlog, the trio. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, so all those subscribers on this channel, by all means, check it out. And hope that you find something you like, something a little different than the normal lantern content. It's going to be fun. We're going to try and really spice it up and get it kind of, we're going to do some things that I've been talking about, that I've been trying to get going, but, it's been a long year, and we're finally going to do it. We're going to just do it. So, yeah, it's going to be the start.
No excuses.
No excuses. It's going to be a little rough at the start. It's going to be a little unpolished because our editing capabilities aren't polished.
We live in the 1940s.
Exactly.
There's no computers in the 1940s.
Right. But we're going to do our best, and we're going to try and make some fun videos and do it with a little style and class. And, hope that you'll enjoy it. We're going to show off, of course, casual fashions and costumes appropriate for the activity. And not only just nice, downtown business attire. So, yeah, but we'll be trying to do some videos as well pertaining to certain events that we like to attend and get the word out there and show you a little bit more what Southern California is all about. So, yeah.
Well, like and subscribe and follow us in the link below for my Instagram and our joint Instagram account.
That's right. And, of course, the new YouTube channel.
And the new YouTube channel.
All right. Well, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be seeing you guys in the funnies. Take care now. Bye-bye.